All of you, we continue. We have the urethra and the penis. The urethra is a thin tube which arises from the neck of the urinary bladder all the way till the tip of the penis. The opening of the urethra at the neck of the bladder is called as the internal urethral orifice. Any opening is called as orifice, also called as meatus. So we have the internal urethral orifice or meatus, which is the internal opening, and the external opening is called as the external urethral orifice or meatus. So we have internal urethral orifice or meatus, external urethral orifice or meatus. The urethra is about 20 centimeters long, thin tube, 20 centimeters long. The first 2.5 centimeters are surrounded by the prostate gland and is called as the prostatic urethra. The last 15 centimeters are within the penis and is called as the penile urethra, and the part in between is called as the membranous urethra. So once again, you have 2.5 centimeters prostatic urethra. That is called as the prostatic urethra. Then next 2.5 centimeters called membranous urethra, and the last 15 centimeters called as the penile urethra. So once again, we have prostatic urethra 2.5 centimeters, membranous urethra 2.5 centimeters, penile urethra 15 centimeters, a total of 20 centimeters in length. The urethra is a common passage both for urine as well as for sperm. So when urinary bladder contracts, urine passes through the urethra, which is a phenomenon called as micturition. So it helps in micturition or passing out of urine. And when ejaculatory ducts contract, semen with sperm pass through the urethra, a phenomenon called as ejaculation takes place. So we have urethra as a common passage for micturition as well as for ejaculation, for which reason the urethra is rightly called as the urinogenital duct. Urinogenital duct, a common tube for passing out of urine and sperm. It is called as the urinogenital duct. And you have the urethra having two sphincters. At the neck of the bladder is found a group of circular muscles which is called as a sphincter. And here we have a sphincter called as the internal urethral sphincter. And between the prostate gland and Cowper's gland, we remember there is a 5 centimeter space. There we have another sphincter which is called as the external urethral sphincter. So here we have internal urethral sphincter. Here we have external urethral sphincter, beautiful lines. The internal sphincter is involuntary, but the external sphincter is voluntary. So, whenever the urinary bladder gets filled with urine, the urinary bladder will contract and the internal sphincter will relax, and urine will pass through the urethra into the prostatic urethra. But the urine will not pass down further because the external urethral sphincter is voluntary and we have voluntarily contracted the external urethral sphincter. But once we go to a toilet, a washroom, we now decide we want to undergo micturition, then a voluntary message goes to the external urethral sphincter which will relax and urine will pass through the urethra out of the body and a phenomenon called as micturition successfully takes place. So, this sphincter is involuntary, the internal sphincter, this sphincter is voluntary, the external sphincter. And we have an all-important logic. Do you remember sperms were there stored in the ampulla of the vas deferens? And whenever the penis undergoes an erection, the ampulla opens and sperms enter into the ejaculatory duct. At that time, the internal sphincter closes involuntarily. So urine cannot pass down. And the external sphincter relaxes. So semen with sperms easily pass out. So what will happen during micturition? The internal sphincter will relax involuntarily, external sphincter will relax voluntarily. What will happen during an ejaculation? Internal sphincter will contract involuntarily, so urine doesn't pass, and external sphincter will relax, so semen with sperms are able to pass out. This is the urethra, and then we have the last organ called as the penis. The penis is the erectile, cylindrical, copulatory organ. The penis is put in the vagina for a copulation. It is called as the copulatory organ. And it is capable of an erection. So it is an erectile, cylindrical, copulatory organ. The penis is attached to the pubic symphysis. Do you remember last lecture? Here we have the bone called as the sacrum, and from the sacrum arise the two hip bones, and the two hip bones are fused anteriorly with the help of a cartilage, and that cartilage is called as the pubic symphysis cartilage. What is the cartilage called as? Pubic symphysis. To this pubic symphysis are attached roots of the penis. So penis arises from the pubic symphysis cartilage, and these are called as the roots of the penis. Penis roots will descend down to form the main penis, and if we take a cut section of the penis on a cut section shows, if we have the penis, a cut section shows it has 3 layers of a tissue. 3 layers of a spongy tissue. Upper 2 blocks are relatively hard and are called as the corpora cavernosa. What are the upper 2 blocks called? Corpora cavernosa. The lower is a spongy tissue which is called as corpus spongiosum. So what is the lower one called? Corpus spongiosum. So we have 2 hard muscular blocks called as the corpora cavernosa, and the lower is a spongy one which is called as corpus spongiosum. Corpora cavernosas are very hard. Corpus spongiosum has in it lots of empty spaces in it. These empty spaces are called as sinuses. Sinus empty spaces होते हैं. And golden word, the urethra passes through the corpus spongiosum. So where is the urethra? In the corpus spongiosum. So here we have the urethra. So where is the urethra found? In the corpus spongiosum. And what are the two blocks above it called as? Corpora cavernosa, and the urethra is passing through the corpus spongiosum. So, if you picturize this well, the penis, what are the upper two blocks of the penis called as? Corpora cavernosa. What is the lower spongy tissue called as? Corpus spongiosum. Where does the urethra pass through the corpus spongiosum? Mind you, the corpora cavernosa do not extend till the tip of the penis. No, they end halfway through. And beyond this point, only the corpus spongiosum expands to form a bulb-like structure, and this bulbous structure is called as the glans penis. What is that bulbous structure called as? The glans penis. This bulb-like structure is called as the glans penis. And glans penis is expanded form of corpus spongiosum. So here we have corpora cavernosa, here we have corpus spongiosum, and corpus spongiosum has expanded to form a bulb-like structure which is called as the glans penis. So where does the urethra pass through? First the urethra passes through the corpus spongiosum, then it passes through the glans penis, and then it passes out through the external urethral orifice or meatus. So that is the structure of the penis. Golden words, everywhere skin is attached on the penis, but over the glans penis there is a fold of loose retractile skin which is called as the prepuce. Prepuce also called as foreskin. So what is that loose skin called as? Prepuce, also called as foreskin. And the prepuce or the foreskin is a loose retractile skin. It can be easily retracted behind and the glans penis becomes exposed. So prepuce is a loose retractile skin and the glans penis becomes exposed. Question is, everywhere in the body skin is attached tightly. Why is the prepuce loose and retractile? Why should it retract behind? Why should glans penis become exposed? During a libido, during a sexual excitement, the prepuce is retracted behind and the glans penis becomes exposed. In the glans penis are found millions of delicate sensory nerves, and when the male retracts the prepuce and touches the glans penis, the sensory nerve endings get stimulated. They give a message all the way up to the brain, and from the brain a motor message goes down all the way into the penis, and in the penis we have an artery which brings in blood called penile artery. A artery called penile artery forms capillaries, and capillaries form a structure called vein, which is called as the penile vein. So we have the artery called penile artery, the vein called as penile vein, and in between are found capillaries. When the prepuce is retracted, glans penis on getting exposure, stimulation of the sensory nerve takes place, a message goes to the brain, from the brain back into the penis, and that message from the brain makes the vein of the penis contract. What will happen if veins of the penis contract? Blood will enter through artery, blood will enter the capillaries, but blood cannot pass out through the veins because vein of the penis has contracted. So blood will accumulate in the capillaries, and because blood accumulates in the capillaries, suna hai capillaries are permeable, and through these permeable capillaries, blood will start oozing out, and that oozed out blood is called as lymph. So lymph will ooze out from the capillaries, and that lymph will accumulate everywhere in the penis. So suppose we have a bucket full of water. I take a sponge, light, flaky, full of holes, and I put the sponge in the water and I remove the sponge. It will become heavy and hard. Now, what is the water that we are talking about? Lymph. What is the sponge of the penis? If you remember, that little tissue called as the corpus spongiosum. If you remember, corpus spongiosum has in it lots of empty spaces called sinuses. So lymph will accumulate in the sinuses of the corpus spongiosum, and corpus spongiosum full of lymph will become heavy, hard, and that will lead to an elongation and enlargement and eventually an erection of the penis. And why should the penis be erected? So that the penis can be inserted deep in the vagina, and on ejaculation the urethra will pass the semen with sperms deep in the vagina. So beautiful logic. Erection of the penis is not because of any bones. Erection of the hard penis is because of lymph, blood oozing out, and that will help the penis to undergo a phenomenon called as erection. So this is a purely blood supply erection that will help in a beautiful mechanism of copulation to take place. Well, we have understood all the parts of the male reproductive system, and before we end, we go into a very nice logic. I'm sure you have heard of it. We have that fluid called as seminal fluid. And do you remember, seminal fluid is having in it fructose. Now, fructose, which is found in seminal fluid, helping in giving motility to sperms, fructose is found in the entire human body only in seminal fluid. All other cells have sugar in the form of glucose, glycogen, galactose, sucrose, but fructose is found only in the seminal fluid. Which means males have in them seminal fluid and they have fructose. Female body के अंदर seminal fluid नहीं होता है, so fructose is never found in the female body. Fructose is never found in the female body, and that becomes an excellent logic of forensic sciences for determination of a race. A forensic test for race is determined by presence of fructose in the vagina. So suppose, very unfortunate, very sad, a lady gets raped, which happens so commonly in India on an everyday basis. What will the poor lady do? She goes straight away to a police station and says, I have been raped. The police will register the FIR and direct her, we will take you to a medical hospital and we will do your medical examination. So she goes to the hospital, a gynecologist puts on gloves, takes a cotton swab, has a glass tube attached to it. He puts this cotton swab in her vagina and rotates the glass tube. So the cotton swab will rotate in the vagina and that is now removed. The cotton swab is removed. Now we take the cotton swab and test it for the presence of fructose. If you find fructose in it, then do we remember fructose is never found naturally in females, which means she has had a sexual intercourse, a rape has happened, and indeed semen has been detected in her, which means she has been raped. So presence of fructose determines that a rape has actually taken place in a lady. And next, you also have in it sperms. So sir, ये detect होता है कि lady has been raped, and because with semen you also get sperm. One day we will talk in detail about it. The sperm has in it DNA, and we can use that DNA by a mechanism called as DNA fingerprinting, and by DNA fingerprinting we can identify who the actual rapist is. So if she suspects that this person is a rapist, this person has raped me, by DNA fingerprinting of the sperm, and you take DNA from the person, we compare the two DNAs, which we will do in detail someday, and by DNA fingerprinting we can identify who the rapist is. Good. So we have analyzed everything about the male reproductive system. Next session, you will have a class test, your DCT, on the entire male reproductive system. Study it well. Any doubts, please feel free to ask me your doubts on the Zoom session. But yes, one thing I would request you all, please go at the moment only doubts on whatever has been taught. धीरे धीरे आपको आपके सारे डाउट्स जो आपने पहले सेशन में पूछे थे, आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू एनीवे. सब कुछ हम लोग लर्न करने वाले हैं. रिप्रोडक्शन इज अ लॉन्ग चैप्टर. आई एम गोइंग टू क्लियर ऑल योर डाउट्स, बट गो एट द मोमेंट ऑफ द Zoom session only on topics which are regarding the male reproductive system. Ask me those doubts. Feel free to SMS me, give me a call. Absolutely fine. Get everything clear about the male reproductive system. See you all soon. See you all in the Zoom session. God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.